Shalom. Shalom, Yasharala. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Hakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching 100% truth. Wa Barakatham to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the elect. May peace and blessings be unto your households. All right, and it's your brother Gadal from the Great Millstone Dallas branch. And in this quick lesson, just going to get into, basically just pray that the Lord passes over us in this second, pretty much the second Exodus, right? Because, we are coming into the time of Passover. And if you don't know about Passover, man, you should go read Exodus, the 12th chapter. Right. I mean, if you really want to, you could start at 13. No, you could go straight to 12, because straight to the 12 tells it, which is, in that chapter, it goes into, pretty much the Passover. Right. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and read a little bit for you. Cause I'm not gonna read the whole chapter. I'm gonna leave that for y'all to do. It's like how many verses? It's like 50 some verses, 51. But yeah, I'm just reading the first couple of verses. This is Exodus chapter 12 and verse 1. It says, "And Yahweh spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house." Right. And this is going into pretty much the Passover, right? Because right now we are in the new year, which happened about 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. If not last week, it's like it. Yeah, because whenever the new Sabbath came in, which is the new one, which is Thursday and Friday, which came in about 2 weeks ago, just about, I think, almost 2 weeks ago. That marked the true new year, right? And it's just, as it's saying right here, it's gonna be 10 days, right? 10 days after the beginning of the year starts. What's gonna happen, which is the Passover is talking about. So I'm gonna go ahead and read Exodus chapter 12 and verse 3. It says, "Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month month they shall take to them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your account for the lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish." All right, so it can't be no fucked up lamb. It has to be the best of the lamb you got, pretty much. It says a male of the first year. All right, so your first male. All right, without blemishes, meaning ye shall take it out of the sheep or from the goats, and ye shall keep it until the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper doorpost of the houses wherein they shall eat it. Right? It says, "And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it." Right? And these are the things that we do on Passover today. The only thing we don't really do, we don't kill the lamb. We don't find the lamb of the first year, because we're not sovereign. We're in captivity. We do this because we really don't have to do it now, but we do this in remembrance of what Yahweh Shai did for us. Right, what Yahweh Bashem Shai delivering us from Egypt, and praying and hoping that he delivers us from this Egypt. Right, so we eat the lamb, we make unleavened bread, and we will eat the bitter herbs. on the 14th day of the new year, right? All right, so it says, eat not of it raw, nor sodden it all with water, but roast with fire. So when you cook the lamb, you don't cook it in water. All right, you cook it in like the oven. All right, or you could roast it. Dang, I forgot what that thing called. But yeah, you're not supposed to cook it in water. Let alone you're not supposed to not supposed to put flavors in it. Like you're not supposed to put seasoning. You're not supposed to be putting hot sauce and stuff on it. No, you're supposed to eat it as it is, and it's actually really good as it is, to be honest. It says, but roast with fire his head with his legs and with the pertinence thereof, and ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning, and that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn it with fire. So whatever you don't eat that night, you throw it out the next day, next morning. It says, and thus shall ye eat it with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and ye shall eat it in haste. It is Yahweh's Passover. Right? So you're supposed when they was basically holding this Passover, man, they had to do it in haste. There's a reason behind the unleavened bread. Behind the unleavened bread, whatchamacallit, the reason is unleavened bread because the women didn't have time to put leaven in the bread, so they had to make unleavened cakes, right? Which is like flatbread, because there's in a rush. They had to do all of this in haste, right? And when I'm gonna get this next verse, because this happened when right here, verse 12 says, for I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am Yahweh Bashem Shah. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you. And the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Egypt. And that's honestly what we're hoping in. All right, because Yahweh Shai, he's that sacrificial lamb. All right, we're hoping that, we are covered in the blood of Yahweh Shai, that he may pass over us, man. And the way you do that is by what? You got to be serving him. You got to be fearing him, right? Because the only ones the Lord is going to be protecting is the ones that's his. All right, the remnant of the nation of Israel, the ones that's doing that Judges 5 and 11, rehearsing the righteous act, right? Them are the ones that the Lord's gonna deliver in that day. He's not going to deliver any old body, right? He's only delivering his elect, right? He's only passing over his elect, So, yeah, keep that in mind, man. And that's speaking to myself first and foremost, man. Because, this time of the Passover, man, is a very serious time, man. Because, it's always heavy around the Passover. Brothers falling out. People are getting revealed. You obviously the recent situation. But if you don't, it's about Alazar. Which, you should by now. And as well as after Passover, man. It gets heavy, man. The things move in the earth, and it's not for the better of this place, right? For us, it's for the better, right? But one day closer, but Lord willing, of course, this be the last Passover we have to hold, Lord willing, of course, and the Lord actually, comes down and pass over his men, right? Really come save us. That's what we hoping in. Right, so we do these things. We hold the Passover in remembrance of what Yahweh Bashem Shah did for us, man. Passing over us in the time of Egypt, man. Right. So it's a very solemn assembly. It's not an assembly of joy, of just partying, chilling. No, bro. I literally just read it. I read how you're supposed to keep it, man. You got to do this in haste. Eat this food in haste. With your loins guarded, with boots and stuff on, ready to go. Right? Ready to go, ready to be on the move. And if you are covered by that blood, Because that lamb blood, hey, we'll liken that unto Yahweh blood. If you're covered by Yahweh blood, man, he will pass over you. In this Exodus 2.0 that we're going to partake in. Right? So pray, man, that Yahweh Bashem Shai. Matter of fact, let me get that. Yeah. Yep, here it goes. This is Luke chapter 21, verse 36. It says, "Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and stand before the Son of Man." Right? And this is exactly what we should be doing, man. Praying always, as much as possible. You know, as much as possible. Keeping your medicine strong, man. That we are accounted worthy to be delivered, man, from the things that the Lord's going to bring to pass, man. Ultimately, to be passed over by Yahweh Bashem Shai. You know, because this is a very serious mindset, man. You know, and like I said, in this chapter, you could read more. You can read more. It's like I said, like almost like 60 verses, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, it's 51. You know, you can read more on it, man. And it's a good read. You know, this is our history, man. This is our history. You know, keep it in mind, man. Lord, he passed over us, man. In that day, man. All right. He smite the firstborn of the people of Egypt, man. Right. And that was if I'm not mistaken, that's when he finally let us go. Pharaoh don't let us go, man. Right. So yeah, man. Just thinking, man. Pray that the Lord passes over us in this second Egypt, man. All right. Pray that he passes over you. And, that's speaking to myself first and foremost. Yeah, that's speaking to myself first and foremost, man. I'm not exempt. But anyways, Lord willing, y'all was edified, man. And like I said, man, I strongly encourage you to read that Exodus 12 chapter, man. Right? That explains that. It's a good chapter to read about, as well as the Passover. And you'll understand why we keep it. Now, we can't keep it 100%. We can't get a lamb and put the blood, but we do what we can in remembrance of what Yahweh Bashem Shai did for us, and hoping that he does it again for us. Well, not us, but, the elect, ultimately. But anyways, man, Lord willing, I was edified. I'm ended out by saying Kal Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And until next time I say, Shalom, Yasharallah.